Hey everybody, I'm Adalina East. I'm so happy to be back with you today. I'm the founder of Transformational Healing, a former neuroscience researcher and therapist, and also a multidimensional mentor. In the last video, I shared with you some studies that have been done about what happens to people when they have faith and community. And even if you have an issue with the word faith, I completely understand that. When I'm talking about faith, I am talking about the belief in a power that is greater than yourself. And that can be anything from the universe to the stars to God, whatever you'd like to call it. But if faith is still an issue and you're still not loving that word, you can work on the word hope today. So, the process that I want to take all of you through is a transformational healing process to reestablish your brain's neuronal connections for having faith and or hope. It's been a crazy few years, and things here in my country in the US seem to just be getting crazier. And so I've found with a lot of my private session clients that what they are needing the most is some faith and some hope. And so let's work with that today. If you missed last week's video, you can still find it in my YouTube queue, and we'll drop the link for that below. But in that video, I talked a little bit about how having a community can also really help, particularly a faith-based community or those with like-minded value systems and loves and hobbies, which makes perfect sense, right? When you're around people who love the same things that you love, it amps up your love even more and it gives you even a greater sense of joy. And so when we do this brain retraining work, we are working with different parts of the brain. We're working with the limbic brain, and I have a few different videos to explain all of that to you before this one. You're welcome to go take a look. And we'll drop the link below as well. But this is a pretty seamless process. You just sit and you do a little bit of meditation with us and follow the prompts as I go through them. And if you've never done it before, welcome, welcome. I'm happy you're here for your first time with us. So we will not be doing anything crazy in this one. We're going to take it very slow. We're going to work with our brain's neuronal structures. We're going to work with the limbic brain mostly today, the part of our brain that holds on to memories and emotions. And as we do this work, I encourage you to just really let go. If you have preconceived notions about all of this, that's okay. You can clear those out as well. If you are able to allow yourself to drop whatever preconceived notions you have and just allow the experience to take place for you. And then over the next few days, if you want to come back to this video and do it again, you're always welcome to. There's nothing that will ever harm you in any of these videos. We're not using any drugs. We're not using anything other than our own brain's chemicals, which can really help and benefit us. We want to be able to help to stimulate our serotonin and dopamine to feel better, right? That's part of being alive. So let's retrain our brains together now. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and I'll keep my eyes closed for most of the rest of the video. And just make sure that you're in a place where you can really let go. So if you're at work, maybe play this video again at home later. Or maybe you're in the bathroom at work, which is what I used to do. That's always fun. And just take some deep breaths in and out here. And we're going to start with a box breath. And what this breath does is it slows everything down. So we want to get our bodies into a place of rest or digest so that we can really make those neuronal structure changes more easily and have them stick. So you're going to breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, breathe out for 4 counts, and hold out for 4 counts. So I'll walk you through, don't worry. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Hold out 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. Hold out 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold out, 2, 3, 4. And now just place your body, imagine your body, mind and spirit, into your very favorite place in nature, whatever that looks like for you. And start to breathe in that place. Take a deep breath in there and a deep breath out. What do you smell there? Is it the smell of fresh rain? Is it the smell of the ocean? Is it the smell of the desert? What do you smell in this place? And now what do you see here? Take in a few different things that you can see, whether it's plants or trees. Whatever you have around you, take in 5 things that you can see. And now take in a few different sounds around you. Are there birds chirping? Is it the sound of the ocean? The sound of wind? And now bring your mind, body, and spirit up out of this beautiful place in nature. We'll be back, I promise. But bring your mind, body, and spirit up out of this beautiful place, up through the sky, through the clouds, and all the way up through the planets and the stars, through the colors of the universe, the reds and oranges, yellows, greens, blues, pinks and purples, and further up, all the way up until you reach this space of iridescent and pearlescent light. And we are surrounded by all of our guides here, source energy, universe, here to help us with our healing work today. And so what we're going to do here is work with an older memory and transform it into being something new, something that is helpful for you, something that works for you and helps you to move forward in life. And so for most of us, this will be something that we are maybe not even aware of. It's maybe something that we weren't even sure was there. But throughout this process, you may start to remember it again and say, oh yeah, I had forgotten about that thing that happened when I was 10. But now I completely remember. Normal and completely okay. Don't worry about it. We're not going to go into any deep traumas or anything today. We're going well, we may go into deep traumas, but we will also use those to help us heal. And so I ask you to go back in time to the last time you felt a few different things. So I'll give you a few options. So if you're working with faith today, you could go to the last time you felt you didn't have any faith left. You're just exhausted and ugh. You can also go back to a time when maybe your faith in something was made fun of, like as happens to many channels, when they try to speak to people who don't get it or are not a part of this community. You can also go back to maybe very early in life when you maybe shared your natural ideas about what faith was or about what you had faith in that you couldn't see. Maybe you had imaginary friends. These were likely spirit guides. And people may have ridiculed you for having those. Go back to a time when you had faith in something and you were either not understood or made fun of, or perhaps a time when you felt like you had lost your faith in something. If you're working with hope today, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing, but with hope. So perhaps you had hope that our our world would get much better very quickly, and you see that not happening around you. Or perhaps you had hope that a certain relationship would work out and it didn't. Whatever that is for you, go back to that time. And for everyone who's working with me today, I want you to look at 5 things around you at this time. So we don't need to replay the whole scenario in our heads, the old scenario in our heads. I just want you to notice 5 things that were there. Maybe it was the floors, the walls, the furniture of where you were. Maybe it was another person's face. Just notice 5 things. And now hear 3 sounds around you in this place. So maybe you're hearing that person's voice, maybe you're hearing the air conditioner or heater in that place, whatever the case may be. And now smell something there. What is it that you smell? Is there something that you smell there? And now we're going to rewrite this old memory together. So I want you to think of what you could do with that situation, not just you, but everyone involved. Imagine you're kind of moving the pieces around in a way that gives you love, empowerment, greater faith, greater hope. So, for example, if it was a situation where you lost your faith because things just got too awful in life, imagine something going right. Imagine something going really well. Imagine asking Source for a sign and getting it right away. What you can also do is, if you have an old story that you're working with today about how you were made fun of for having faith in something, have that person making fun of you tell you they respect your beliefs. They don't have to agree, but just see them tell you that they respect your beliefs, they value you, they will think about it, or whatever the case may be. The same goes for hope. Just rewrite that old story. Seeing those same 5 things around you, hearing that same voice, hearing the same noises of that room or space, smelling the same things, but seeing everything work out very differently for you. And as you continue to rewrite that, I want you to keep visualizing that. Keep seeing it work out for you in a way that is loving, empowering, reassuring, giving you faith, giving you hope. And just hum these few tones with me. We're working with sound healing here. It's been proven that sound healing helps us retrain our brains. So just connect your first finger with your thumb on both hands. We're working with the hippocampus, a certain part of our limbic brain now. We're stimulating it with these 2 points. And tone with me. As you keep replaying that beautiful, empowering, and loving and reassuring of faith and hope, new memory in your head, connect your middle finger to your thumb and tone with me. Connect your ring finger with your thumb and tone with me. Connect your pinky finger with your thumb and tone with me. And relax your hands. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You're just letting that new memory sink in, allowing those new neuronal pathways to connect. And then softly and gently bring your mind, body, and spirit down out of this beautiful space of iridescent light, down through the purples, pinks, blues, greens, yellows, and reds of the universe, back down through the planets and the stars, through the sky and the clouds in the sky. And now we're just going to ground our feet back into our favorite place in nature. So you can use the same one that you used at the beginning of this video, or you can pick a new one. But just make sure it feels super safe and really good to be here. And ground your feet into the earth here. You can pull some of the earth to the tops of your feet. And now here again, take in a few different things you can see, hear, and smell. And now take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And slowly open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed retraining your brain with me. I hope you're feeling more faithful, more hopeful. And if you're not, remember that brain changes take a minute. I'm all for miraculous healing. I love it. It happens. But I'm also all for, giving our bodies a second to catch up. And so the work that you've done here today will have lasting changes on you. If you'd like to come back and do this practice several more times, I have some people who've been emailing me saying that they do the brain retraining for courage every day since I put that video out because it's helping them so much. The more you reinforce those new neuronal pathways, the more they stick and the more you let go of the old ones. So if you want to just keep coming back to this video and doing it over and over again, do not be surprised if you find yourself feeling a whole lot better because your brain has a chance to really make those new neuronal pathways stick. And if today is the only time you plan to do that, it will still help. Everything we do helps. I'm so happy to be with all of you. Please check out my other videos here. I look forward to your subscriptions every single time you subscribe. It makes me so happy. I really appreciate it. And we'll drop the links below for booking private sessions with me or participating in my multidimensional mentorship program. I look forward to chatting soon.